Hello everyone and welcome to another video brought to you by James from mysmarthome.com. In this video I will focus on another smart thermostat comparison, the Lux Geo versus the Lux Kono. This video contains a series of easy to read comparison charts. In the video over 40 features are compared. The video is split into different sections that are easy to move between using the headings in the description below. And in order to keep your attention and to keep the video moving along at a good pace, I will not discuss every detail of every feature in this video. Instead, these charts will be part of a very detailed written review at mysmarthome.com. So let's get stuck in. Obviously, these two thermostats are made by Lux. The Lux Geo was launched in June 2015. But I cannot find when the Lux Kono was launched. There is quite a difference in weight. The Geo weighs just over 15 ounces, whereas the Kono weighs only 1 ounce. These two thermostats are pretty similar in size. The Geo has a much more rectangular shape, whereas the Kono is square. Thinking about prices, it's important to remember that prices change all the time. And at the moment the Kono is slightly more expensive. In comparison to the best smart thermostats on the market, these two thermostats are at the cheaper end. The next section is all about design, power and connection. The Geo is available in white or black, whereas the Kono is only available in black on Amazon. However, if you want to buy it from the Lux website, it comes in many different colours. In terms of power, the Geo can be powered by a 24-volt C wire or by two AA batteries or by a micro USB charger, which for a smart thermostat has an incredible variety of different ways of powering it. The Kono can only be powered via a 24-volt C wire. Compared to other leading thermostats, most of them are powered by a C wire and some of them can be powered by batteries, and only a few of them can be powered using a charger, and the Nest 3 is one such example of this. Both of these Lux thermostats have 3-year warranties on them, which as warranties go is very good, and both of these thermostats connect to your home internet using Wi-Fi. Moving on to the screens. Neither of these two thermostats have colour screens, their screens are just backlit. It is still fairly common for smart thermostats to have backlit screens, however many of the top ones do have colour screens. In terms of screen size, the Geo has a 2x2 inch screen, however I could not find any information about the size of the Kono screen, but looking at it I would say it is about the same size as the Geo screen. Neither of these two thermostats have touchscreens, and again many of the leading thermostats do have touchscreens. Neither the Geo or the Kono have proximity sensors. These sensors would detect when a person is nearby and automatically turn on the screen. Many of the top thermostats again have these proximity sensors. The next section is all about smart heating. Both of these thermostats are programmable. A programmable thermostat allows a user to separate each day into separate time intervals or periods and set a temperature for each of these intervals. Most smart thermostats available on the market today are programmable and need to be manually programmable. One thermostat that is revolutionizing this feature is the Nest 3. And it's unique because it doesn't need to be programmed. It has an auto tracking feature that remembers the temperature that you prefer on specific days and times. And this auto tracking is perhaps one of the next big developments in smart thermostats. Getting back to the Lux thermostats, the Geo can be programmed on the unit itself or via the free app that you can download for your smartphone. The Kono can only be programmed via the app. Moving on to scheduling, All of these thermostats can have a different schedule for each day of the week, and they each allow up to 4 time periods a day. Allowing each day to have its own schedule and allowing up to 4 intervals or periods in a day is pretty standard for most smart thermostats. Another cutting-edge technology is room sensors. Room sensors are small plastic buttons that can be placed in different rooms around the house, and they wirelessly connect to a thermostat. They measure temperature, and they can also detect if a room is occupied. Because they are placed in different rooms, a more accurate reading of the temperature in the whole house is available. I think the logic behind the use of room sensors is incredible. It makes perfect sense to me to have room sensors in different rooms throughout the house, giving an accurate temperature reading across the whole house, instead of the current system where you've got one thermostat in one room trying to regulate the temperature across a whole house. However, none of these Lux thermostats make use of room sensors, and in the rest of the market only a couple of smart thermostats do, and they are the Ecobee thermostats and the Alarm.com thermostat. Another leading edge technology that both of these Lux thermostats have is geofencing, which is built in. Most leading thermostats have geofencing built in. Geofencing is the ability of your smart thermostat to be controlled by the location of your phone. It is a way of turning your thermostat on and off. It's an invisible boundary that you create somewhere in your neighborhood, and when you cross that boundary with your phone in your possession, your thermostat is either switched on or off. On to energy and weather. The capability of a thermostat to save money is one of the biggest reasons that people buy them. It's estimated that nearly half the money that the average family spends on electricity and gas is taken up by the cost of heating and cooling a house. Many of the top smart thermostats provide information on the potential energy savings. For instance, Ecobee believe that using their thermostats could save in the region of 23% every year. Nest believe that using their thermostat could save you 12% on heating and 15% on cooling costs. However, I could not find any information about any potential savings that you could make by using a Lux thermostat. The information and data that the best smart thermostats give you about your energy usage is another strong feature. Never before have consumers been able to look at their own energy use in such detail, and both of these Lux thermostats provide you with live updates of your energy usage via the app. Disappointingly, neither of these thermostats display a weather forecast either on the unit themselves or on the app. Many other leading thermostats do have weather forecasts. The next section is all about heating, ventilation and cooling compatibility. Both of these thermostats work on a very varied range of 24-volt heating, ventilation and cooling systems. They include systems powered by gas, electric, oil and dual fuel. Most other leading thermostats available on the market will work across all of these different systems as well. The Geo and the Kono will also work on gas millivolt systems, but neither of them will work on high voltage baseboard systems. On a conventional system, the Geo will work with 2 stages of heating and 2 stages of cooling. The Kono on the same system will work with 2 stages of heating and 1 stage of cooling. Using heat pump systems, the Geo will work with 2 stages of heating and 2 stages of cooling, and the Kono will work with 2 stages of heating and 1 stage of cooling. The Geo does not give you the ability to control added heating accessories such as a humidifier or dehumidifier, whereas with the Kono you can control these added accessories. Remote access. Remote access is simply the ability to control a thermostat without physically touching it, and so you can be on the other side of the room from the thermostat or the other side of the world. The very best smart thermostats have apps that have been designed and created by the manufacturers themselves, and that is the case for both of the thermostats in this comparison. Lux have created their own app for their thermostats. If you want to use an iPhone or iPad, then your device needs to be running version 8 or later of iOS. If instead you want to use your thermostat with an Android device such as a Galaxy phone, then that device needs to be running version 3 or later. The very best smart thermostats can either be remotely accessed via apps for smartphones and tablets or by using an internet browser. And that is the case for both of these thermostats, as they can be controlled by logging into an online account using web browsers such as Firefox, Internet Explorer, Chrome and Safari. This is fantastic because it allows you to interact and control your thermostat using laptops and desktop computers. Section 9 is about home automation. This is the ability of smart devices to connect to, interact and work with other smart devices. The depressing story is just how few of these systems that any of these Lux thermostats are compatible with. Both of the thermostats are, however, compatible with Alexa. Alexa is Amazon's voice-operated digital assistant that is rapidly evolving into a very large home automation system. The Kono is also compatible with HomeKit, which is Apple's smart home system. But none of the other systems listed in this comparison are compatible with either the Geo or the Kono. And those systems are If This Then That, which is IFTTT, Google Home, Wink and SmartThings. Combined, these systems are some of the biggest names in home automation, and most other leading smart thermostats work with at least a few of these systems. My final section is all about the ratings and reviews that these thermostats have received on Amazon. What I've tried to do is to show some of the most helpful statistics so that we can see the most popular and most reliable thermostat. To state the obvious, these numbers will change on an almost daily basis, but I think that the overall trends won't change. Uniquely, in any comparisons that I've done before, the Kono has not received any written reviews on Amazon. Therefore, I don't have any information to compare it with. The Geo has an average rating of 3.8 out of 5, which is poor. Most other leading smart thermostats are rated at 4 or higher. For instance, the Nest 3rd generation has a rating of 4.6 out of 5. Also, the number of written reviews and the number of questions that have been answered are very small compared to other smart thermostats. The percentage of 5-star reviews, which stand at 55%, is too low, and the percentage of 1-star reviews, 13%, is too high. The final piece of analysis is from FakeSpot. FakeSpot analyzes a product's reviews on sites like Amazon and then gives them a reliability grading. The higher the grade, the more trustworthy the reviews are. It is the same grade system used on old school reports. The Geo has been given a C grade, which is okay. Many smart devices have an E or even an F grade, showing that FakeSpot believes that their reviews are very unreliable. And that's it. Thanks for watching this review. I hope that this comparison of these two Lux thermostats will help you in your search for your next thermostat. If you have any questions, please ask me. If I've made a mistake, please tell me. Or if you have any ideas for my next review, let me know.